Does this guy look familiar to you? 7 is the number that all orders on a simulation account start with when using TradeStation. You don't worry about fitting in when you're custom made on a sim account. I study, I anticipate, I execute this trade on a sim account. Many want titles. I just want the money. On a sim account. Leveling up your life is hard. Choose your hard. On a sim account. Oopie doopie! Now, in October of 2023, TradeStation sim account order IDs started to begin with an 8 instead of a 7 because they all just count up. So here's some more. And another. This one is, he apparently needs a vacation. From what? Posting sim account trades? I don't know. Now, I sent an email to him and a direct message. I didn't hear anything. That is when I ended up leaving a comment on July 14th, referring to the large cap day trader story, and I got no response. And so on this nonsense post, which he ended with "don't try to escape," except I responded by saying, speaking of escaping and not accepting things, and then I included this picture, which of course is showing him that he's trading on a sim account. And right now you're taking a look at that actual post, which he deleted, as you can see over here. My response is still up, like. Wrongful deception intended to result in financial or personal gain, aka pretending to be a good trader, pretending to be trading on a real account in order to sell this. This is his $5,000 ICT accelerator course, okay? See that? I've already exposed him. All rational thinking people will know that he is now a fraud because I just showed you the definition of fraud. But we're going to turn this into a lesson in critical thinking because, as you'd expect, some ICT community members were not happy with seeing yet another one of their idols fall. And we're going to start with this. Why does this make him an automatic fraud? Here's a screenshot of his most recent execution posted with the live ID numbers. So let's break this apart. This message implies that the existence of real account trades somehow negates the fact that he's been pretending to be making money while using a sim account. If you break this argument down to its core, this is one unrelated event somehow undoing a different event. You see this type of thinking often in the ICT community, particularly on my videos exposing ICT, where many people will comment things like, "You better apologize when he wins the Robbins Cup." First of all, he's not even on the leaderboard. Obviously, he's not going to win for the 4th time. Second of all, how would fraud from the past be undone by non-fraud at a later date? That's not how it works, which is why I responded with this. Are you seriously asking me what makes someone a fraud when they pretend they're making money from trading while using a sim account in order to get people to pay for their product? Now, I hate this word, but you literally just asked me why doing the definition of a word makes something the definition of the word. As for him also having real trades, the thought process here of this making him not a fraud is astounding. Seriously, what's your alternative? How many events in the future does it take to undo events in the past? How many real account trades would this guy suddenly stop being a fraud? And here's his response. Bro. The point is I looked over the last 30 of his posts and it showed the real account numbers. I'd like you to show me more than one single post with demo account numbers. Where did he post how much profit he made from that trade? Also, the dude doesn't sell anything LMAO. First of all, anyone who ends a post with LMAO is automatically a joke. I have only ever seen extremely dumb people while playing video games end a message in LMAO because somehow in their head, it somehow adds strength to their argument and validates that they're correct. I never see someone who appears intelligent to end what they say with LMAO. Bonus points if they add extra O's to the end. Not only in this original post did I specify that I had more screenshots of him using a sim account than just the one that I put in the post, but he ends it by saying that he doesn't sell anything. Huh, could have fooled me. Then he says the following. So let's flip what you just asked me. I told you every recent post I've seen that shows an execution has the live numbers. So can you show me more than one post demo account numbers? I really need to emphasize also that bro doesn't sell anything. So who on earth is he scamming? It's fucking stupid. Zach, this is just getting embarrassing for you. These are all links to FairValueGod posts where the order ID numbers are sim account numbers. And then not selling anything, you mean besides his $5,000 trading program with a link to it. And somehow, Zach, oh my God, he still isn't selling anything though. What the fuck is going on in your brain? So I think calling him a scammer is a bit disingenuous, that's a big word, on your part as well, because it seems like this is your niche, exposing people on Twitter. I love how ICT members always put exposing in quotation marks. They do anything they can to keep their mind protected from the pain of objectively true facts proving that their idols are frauds. If he hasn't sold anything, who is he scamming? I have learned some concepts from his videos in the past for free, so I have found value in that. Only reason I'm even writing this. It's shocking the lack of critical thinking and just blatantly ignoring anything I say. But don't worry, it gets better. Genesis 26. Like Abraham, Isaac also lied, feared for his own life more than for his wife's honor and safety. He lied and said Rebekah was his sister. Abimelech king noticed, summoned, and questioned Isaac. This is a new level of cope I have never seen. This is using a Bible quote to somehow equate me to the Isaac from the Bible. And somehow in this guy's mind, drawing this analogy, this comparison to say that I'm lying. First of all, I'm not even going to get into the religious aspect of this, but what am I lying about? What could I possibly be lying about? TradeStation confirmed that order IDs started with a 7 at the time that this was going on. What am I lying about? That's a new one. That's impressive. Honestly, don't worry, it gets better. The more I see your posts and content, the more I realize you're doing this for clout and clicks. Someone posted proof of the exact opposite? I don't get it, man. Why don't you just trade? Seems a bit weird to have a niche in exposing nobodies. Where do we even start? Honestly, where do we start? There is so much to break apart here that it's tough. It's tough to even figure out how to do it. Why don't you just trade? Why are you exposing my idols? Why are you wasting your time exposing all my ICT idols instead of just trading? Everybody in the ICT community, they loved when I exposed the trading geek. Everybody in any community loves those videos of fake gurus getting exposed. But the day I get to the person they like, who has done way worse than the previous people I've exposed, suddenly I'm doing it for attention and they no longer like me. The lack of self-awareness and introspection it's mind-boggling. There's no other way to put it, which is why I responded by saying congratulations on managing to fit an enormous amount of stupidity into such a small amount of text. Truly impressive. It's okay, man. I just know you as the guy who makes videos about other people. Quite the legacy, I guess. And then we get Balzac back here saying, thank you, lol. FairValueGod literally doesn't have a mentorship or anything. So stupid. Oh my god. Bro finds one single post of him trading demo and makes an entire post about him saying he's a scammer when he doesn't even sell anyone anything. It's for clout. LMAO, this guy is scraping for wheel. I find BS like that funny. It's embarrassing. I am embarrassed that this exists. If I turned around and there was an alien reading my left monitor where I have this up, I would turn to that alien and say, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those. Human? Never met one. That's how embarrassed I am that people like this exist. Now here's an ironic one from FairValueGod. When they cannot discredit your trading, they will come for your character. What if I can do both, Zach? Just like I did to your idol, ICT. What if I discredit the trading and the character? Double whammy. Not only are you scamming people out of thousands of dollars for your own personal gain, you're doing it fraudulently. You're selling something that you don't even know how to do yourself. You will find zero executions or proof that they trade with live funds, yet they demand it from everyone but themselves. I show more transparency than 99% of the traders on this app. Trying to set a standard, trying to lead by example, trying to remain humble. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. The mission has always been the same. And then you say shout out to the people working 9 to 5. All of these frauds and charlatans and honestly disgusting people, vile creatures making the world a worse place. As I said before, I can discredit your trading and also come for your character. What kind of person sells something for $5,000 that they don't even know how to do themselves, clearly with the lure of tricking people into thinking that they can get rich? You are disgusting. You disgust me. And why is it that all these fake gurus pretend to be stoics and humble? Be humble? Your name is FairValueGod. You refer to yourself as God. You stupid
fucking silly goose. Oh my god.
Artie from the moving average does the exact same thing.
Terrible, terrible people. I said, wow, what a bad guy.
You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. False. Wind is created by giant fans in the ocean. Thank you to my patrons who see everything early and some other cool stuff. There's nothing there on how to trade.